Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is so good to be back here with all of you, and I have been blown away over the last week. I did not think my last video was going to do as well as it did, and we blew it out of the water, guys. We're about 30 views shy of 200. I am so blown out. I can't express my gratitude enough to all of you who stopped by and visited. And I want to welcome the new subscribers. Welcome to the family. For those of you who didn't subscribe but just stopped by, thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I hope one day you'll consider subscribing. So, yeah. Sorry if you might hear a little excuse me, little raspiness in my voice and or maybe a bit of sniffles. I think I might be starting to come down with something. Not 100% sure. But I really wanted to get this video up, not only to thank all of you, but talk a little bit more about, well, I guess being your own bank in a sense. Think of this as kind of part 2. Excuse me. But the main reason was to thank each and every one of you. I kind of posted the video. I didn't think it would do nearly as well as it did. I just kind of left it for the week, didn't keep an eye on it, nothing. And I just checked today and I was blown out of the water. So thank you once again. It means so much to me. And I hope to be an inspiration to all of you to not only, stack precious metals, but, maybe help you guys see the need to prepare as well for things to come. But for the preparedness content, I'm still kind of coming up with the plan on how I'm going to do that. So for now, I am just going to stick with the stacking. Because I can, again, as I mentioned in the previous video, if you made it that far, thank you for making it that far. But if you made it that far in the video, I believe I mentioned that I can talk all day long about precious metals and be just fine. So I don't want to fill up too much on my gratitude. I'm so full of gratitude right now, guys. I can't even describe it. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're stopping by once again, I want to invite you to subscribe. And then everyone, whether you're a subscriber or not, I want to invite you to hit the thumbs up like button. Really helps the videos beat the YouTube algorithm. And if you like what you've been seeing and you want to kind of follow me along the journey, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when a new video drops. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Oh, one more thing. Leave down in the comments, do you like the 20-30 minute videos, or should I try to keep them a little shorter? I know a lot of people nowadays has TikTok brain, and they have issues sitting through longer videos, so let me know. But yeah, let's jump right in. So today's video, we're going to be talking about excuse me. We're going to be talking about, should you, when you're building your stack to become your own bank, should you stack bars, coins, or rounds? Which one? Now, I don't really have a preference. I'm really new to stacking. Again, this is my whole stack besides the 2 constitutional silver I didn't pull out. I do got another coin on the way that I'll be showcasing when that arrives. It's one I've really been looking forward to getting. They finally had it on sale where the premiums weren't that bad on it, so I went ahead and picked one up. But yeah, as a little disclaimer, I'm not saying either one of these are a better way to build your stack. I personally do not have a preference currently. I'm just too new. I'm kind of right now. I'm kind of just feeling around, finding which one I like more. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we'll start right here. There we go. So it's a lot different looking in the camera and trying to, move your hands accordingly. But we'll start here with the bar. So this is a bar. It's the only bar I have. It's 1 ounce of silver. And most of your 1 ounce bars will look like this. I haven't really seen too many that look different than this. This is kind of from what I could see in videos I've watched from other YouTubers to even just browsing places like Monument Metals or SD Bullion, JM Bullion, some of those other places. Most of them look like this. You'll have the little bit of a raised edge. It'll say the 999 fine silver, 1 ounce. Sometimes it'll say 1 troy ounce. And then it'll have the mint seal right there here. Or sometimes I think I have seen it on the back. But why stack bars? I guess that's kind of the question we're trying to answer today. Why stack bars? I don't know if I have a valid answer to stacking bars, except for that with bars, the pro that you have with stacking bars is you can stack heavier and get more bang for your buck, I guess, because you got as small as 1 ounce, but I mean you have as big as like 100 a kilo. I've seen, I think, I don't even know. I've seen like a giant cube, basically, that somebody had once that they showcased, and I mean that thing was massive. But density is probably the main pro to stacking bars. So I don't know if I would stack too many 1 ounce bars if you're looking for turnaround, because one of the cons I've heard a lot of people say with bars, or even just logically thinking about it, is most people don't see this as currency. And I've even watched some videos where some people have had issues selling these back to a bullion dealer to get their money back. Not saying that you can't find somebody who will take a bar, because there's plenty of people I've watched where they have a local bullion dealer or a local coin shop in their area that will buy bars off of them, no problem. But on the flip side as well, it's not as well known comparatively to coins. So I could see why maybe this is better for just stacking density to retain wealth, whether it be silver, gold, whatever precious metal you're adding in your stack, platinum, palladium, whatever. So that's kind of that's kind of what I know about bars. I mean, if any of you guys stack bars, if you're all pro stacking bars and you know a lot more about this than me, definitely feel free to leave your tips and tricks down in the comments, and also the more pros of stacking bars down in the comments below. I'm still learning. I got a lot to learn from all of you, as well as other YouTubers as well. So those are bars. One more thing about bars is these are not official currency. They're not minted by the government. I know I watched a video recently where they said I think they said some Canadian mints do mint government issued bars, but I mean it's very rare on a country deciding to mint bars as currency. And then we got rounds. Like bars, rounds are not official currency. They were not minted by a government. They were just minted by a mint, and they have no value as a currency in the countries. The only value that they have is their weight in metal, kind of like the bars. You just can't go as high in weight with these as you can with bars. But I think these are a bit more sought after than bars, because, especially by collectors, because you have the cool designs on them. Your collectible series where they mint so many and then they stop minting. So as a collectability, this is where these guys are going to have value in the long run. I know there are some bars that are collectible bars as well, but from what I've seen, just with the types of rounds that are sold online with the different series, these are kind of a bit more collectible. But these don't actually have any value, minus the fact that their weight in silver and people wanting to collect them. From what I've heard, I've honestly never been to a coin shop. I don't have one super nearby where I live. The nearest one's probably about 40 minutes to an hour away, which I know isn't terrible compared to some people, but with where gas prices are sitting at and everything, and being that I'm not actually looking quite yet to sell, it's either cheaper or I'm paying about the same to just have it delivered to me, because I'd be paying a ton of money in gas. So, but yeah, those are rounds. I hear that they're pretty liquid. If you ever wanted to sell them, but that's kind of what rounds are. That's the majority of my stack actually is in rounds. So I guess if you say right now I have a preference, I have bought more rounds, but typically these have, at least on the websites I've looked at whenever I've bought, these have the most sales going on, and the premiums actually are not that bad on the rounds either. I've heard some people say that premiums are better on bars, but I think that's when you buy the bigger bars on just a 1 ounce. The premiums are kind of worse off than the rounds. So typically, if I'm going an ounce, I think typically I lean more towards the rounds, just because the premiums aren't that bad. As well as, even if this isn't an official currency, it looks like a coin, so people are gonna see it and think coin. So if we ever had to barter with silver, you might have to explain this one less on the value than this. Who knows? But I was just thinking, this is round, looks like a coin. People will see it and think coin. So even if it's not an official coin from a mint. And then our third option, kind of out there, is a coin, an official coin from a mint. This one is from the U.S. It's actually the only coins I do own is from the U.S., both in silver and gold. The silver and gold eagle. And these ones, unlike the rounds, they have security features on it, and I know one of the ones on the newer, let's see if I can focus this here for you guys. I can't really see it too well in the capsule, but on the side here, they have a security feature on the eagles. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. See, it has that little notch right there, and each year on an eagle will have the notch in a different place. I'm not sure what other security features are on here, but these were minted by a government, so they actually do have value as currency. This one here is worth $1. The gold coin I have here, I believe, is worth, I want to say $5 face value. Yep, there we go, $5 face value. I would not say it's worth using this as currency. I mean, if all else fails, you could walk into a store and pay with these coins. They are legal tender. I just wouldn't suggest using them as legal tender because, it costs, this one, the Silver Eagle costs around $27, $28 after premiums. And then, if there's a shipping charge, then you got to add that on top of it if you're buying it from an online dealer. So I would definitely not suggest using this as, using this on face value. Though, if push comes to shove, yeah, you could. So, again, I don't really have a preference as to what I would have more of in my stack. Well, I probably would say if I had to pick one to focus on more in your stack, and again, you do you, everyone has their own preference, but if I had to focus on one more, I probably would pick the coins, just because these are seen as legal tender by pretty much every country in the world, no matter if it's an American Eagle, which is the most common, or any other coin minted by a country. Second would probably be rounds, just because, again, they look like coins. So, yeah, I guess I do have my preference now that I'm thinking about it. I will probably, just because I like diversifying, I will probably try and pick up a little bit of everything. With the bars, I'm thinking, unless there's a really cool 1 ounce bar, I'm thinking I will probably buy the bars at a bigger weight value than 1 ounce if I was to stack bars. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this. Again, every stacker has their preference to what they would rather stack, but that's kind of what I would suggest. The only issue with the coins, I guess, is the fact that they typically do have the higher premiums. So these aren't as quick of a turnaround as maybe the rounds, or even this right here. So yeah, I hope that was informative. If you have any thoughts on the matter, let's hear them down in the comments below. I'm always open to hearing other people's opinions on this. There's no right or wrong way to stack. That's the beauty of stacking. We each have our own goals and objectives for why we are stacking. Mine primarily being the preservation of my wealth through either this hard economic time and or the collapse of the US dollar, to help bring my wealth into whatever new system comes into play, whether it be a system based on precious metals or, more than likely, probably than not, the CBDC. So yeah, but if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Once again, I want to thank all of you for just being here, watching my videos. Welcome, and if you aren't subscribed, once again, I want to invite all of you to subscribe to the channel. We are going to be focusing, this channel is going to be focusing primarily on stacking, and once I kind of get an idea of how I'm going to approach the prepping side, getting our lives in a position to weather the coming storm, whatever it may be. So, and also hit that thumbs up, really helps beat that algorithm with the thumbs up button. So thanks again, and I look forward to the next video I do about my stack, where I get to showcase the new ounce of silver I got. I know it's not much, but it's what I could afford at the time. And hopefully also within the next couple months, I can add another gold coin. It'll probably be another 10th ounce gold coin, because I got 4 more capsules to fill. So yeah, thanks again, and keep stacking, keep prepping, and stay frosty. Have a good one.